Man, what's up, YouTube? It's your boy Tyrone Hunter, the Head Hunter, back in the building one more again, checking in on the check-in. If you've been rocking with the channel, well, I appreciate you. Thank you for that. Yeah, you know you my folks. If you're checking in for the first time, man, hit that like button on the way in the door and hit that subscribe button on the way out the door. You know my motto. You see the title. I'm not gonna hold you. Make sure you stay to the end of the video because this one here gonna get spicy, right? So today what we're gonna be talking about is Hot Boy rapper, Cash Money artist BG. Man, sad to report that he's back in jail on a probation violation. If you want to know what that's about, or you want to know what that whole spiel is, man, stick around. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. And yeah, man, let's get into it. So, sad and unfortunate circumstances unfolded with the recent arrest of Hot Boy rapper BG in Las Vegas a few hours ago. And so the reason why I wanted to touch on this story is, you know, BG did about 12, 13 years and everybody was waiting for him to come out. Baby from Cash Money was bigging him up, said he couldn't wait till he came home. BG came home, he started running it up, started doing his numbers. First thing come out, snitch allegations against him. You know, people hating on the man, saying that he snitched for some old thing that was going on. You know, that thing was in the news for a little while, and then it died down. And BG continued to stay on his bag. I actually dropped a couple of videos in regards to BG. If you want to see those videos, then you could go and check that out. But it just seems like he came out, was doing all the right things. He hit the ground running, and he started running up a bag. And I guess he kind of rubbed some people the wrong way because everybody don't want to see you be successful. So as fate would have it, they say that he just recently did a concert where he performed with Boosie in Las Vegas, and he was snatched up by his federal probation officer, and the recommendation was made for him to be arrested on federal probation violation charges, right? So for those of y'all that don't know about probation violation and the like, allow me to explain it to you. So generally, if you commit a crime, and this is really not for the people that know, this is for the people that don't know. And I mean, even if you do know, you know, you still can listen to it as well. So generally, when you commit a crime, or for those that commit crimes, you are sentenced to a term to be in prison, and then following you serving your time in prison, then you have a certain amount of time that you have to do on what's called supervision, right? If you caught a state case, then you're pretty much going to be on state parole supervision. If you caught a federal case, then you're going to be on federal parole supervision. Now, the difference between the two is a lot of times after you finish your federal case, you're going to be released to a halfway house. You'll be in a halfway house for a few months or so until they determine that you could then go home with your family, or, you know, go to your own residence, or what have you. And some of those stipulations, once you get released from prison and you on federal or state parole supervision, one of the major stipulations is you are to stay away from drugs and alcohol. Another stipulation is you're not to be around or possess any firearms. Another stipulation is you're not to associate with any known or unknown gang members. Another stipulation is you're not to hang around any ex-felons, meaning anybody that did time before. Even if it was somebody that did time 20, 30, 40 years ago, so long as they a felon, it could be your brother, your uncle, your sister, your mother, your cousin, your dog, your cat, whomever. If they catch you hanging around one of those people, then pretty much you could go back to prison. Case in point, Finesse 2 times. He came home and he was on federal supervision, and he was in a car with 2 gentlemen who were supposed to be his bodyguards. Because one of them was a felon and firearms was in the car, this is why Honeycomb Brazy is still sitting in prison right now. Again, the game ain't fair. The game is rigged, but this is the stipulations. This is what you sign up for when you're in the streets, as well as when you're committing crimes. We still waiting to see what happened with Honeycomb Brazy, so hopefully, they free that man. But back to the matter at hand, with BG, these are the stipulations that he had. So people like Boosie, who he did songs with, is a violation of his federal probation. People like Gucci Mane, who he did songs with, is a violation of his supervision. People like Birdman, who at one time, way, way, way long ago, who went to prison, pretty much that's a violation. He could get sent back to jail. Even if he was in the same vicinity as Lil Wayne, who's one of his rap group members, Hot Boy members. Even if he was around Lil Wayne, he could get violated and sent back to prison because he would be fraternizing or being around or hanging around people that are ex-felons. So this is the reason why they say BG is in jail right now, because he was at the Boosie concert. Now, these are technicalities. These are called technical violations, but they are law. Depending on the individual and depending on who it is what's going to determine whether they enforce this thing or not. Now, some parole, some, probation officers, be it federal or state, they say as long as you get a job and you keep your nose clean, they're not going to be on your heels or they're not going to be on your tail in regards to who you socialize with, because they know if you come from certain environments, you come from certain areas, you come from certain places, they already know you got people in your family that are felons. If you just going to work, on your way to work, pretty much you stop and talk to somebody and ask them for a light for a cigarette or, for directions. If that person is a felon, then pretty much they could lock you up. So, ladies and gentlemen, what I'm here to tell you is this is one of the main reasons that you want to stay away from the streets and that you don't want to do crime. Because even after you serve your time, you're still in the chokehold. You're still a ward of the state. They thing is they still want to send you back to jail, and sometimes people get caught out there on the technicality. In terms of this specific case, I think what it was is BG came out here, he hit the ground running, he was doing his thing, he was running the bag up, and maybe it stirred a little bit of jealousy. I'm not going to sit here and say that he probably was feeling like a little above the law because, he was able to do what it is that he wanted to do. But when you have probation officers, be it state or federal, a lot of them don't like the fact that you're doing good. And if they could find a technical reason to get you locked up, then that's pretty much what they're going to do. Sad to see that this happened to BG. And, although we want to always wish and hope for the best, the fact remains is in these kind of cases with these kind of circumstances, is that technically he did violate the terms of his parole. So it's up to them if they're going to give him another opportunity to say, okay, just stay away from these kind of individuals, adhere to these stipulations, and you'll be straight. Or if they're going to try to throw the book at him and say, okay, well, we gave you multiple warnings, as sources and information says that he was given multiple warnings. If that's the case, BG probably could be going back to prison for a little while. Man, shout out to BG, free BG. This is sad and this is unfortunate information. And if that's his stipulation, if they holding him to those closest stipulations, then 9 times out of 10, it's not going to be a Hot Boy reunion. We're not going to see an album or any shows with him, Lil Wayne, as well as Hot Boy Turk, because those individuals are ex-felons as well. But yeah, man, like, comment, share, and subscribe. Put your thoughts in the comment box. Let me know what you think of this situation. It's a sad and it's an unfortunate situation. If you want more information and you want to see more videos like this, or you have anything that you want me to break down, man, send a link to my inbox, pretty much, and I'll be happy to expound on it. But yeah, sad day in hip hop, Here it is, BG came out here, wasn't committing no crimes, He was just doing what he was supposed to do. And it's sad how, you know, the system, because he's still in the system and they kind of got him in a chokehold, you know, they really literally control his life because he put himself in that situation when he committed some crimes way back when. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and men, for those of y'all who think y'all gang and y'all want to run the streets, this is the flip side of the system. This is a part of the game that you don't know, is that once you get caught up in that cycle, man, you will get locked into that cycle, and it'll be a real long time before you get up out of there. For all of those who made it out the cycle, out here living and being successful and doing a thing, man, shout out to you, all respect to you. We got to do better. We got to learn better so we can earn better, man. This is unfortunate. Sorry for keeping y'all so long. I just wanted to break it down so y'all get a clear, full understanding as to how this thing go. But it's your boy Tyrone Hunter, man. Like, comment, share, and subscribe if you appreciate and you enjoyed the content. Check out some of my other videos. I'm going to be right back with y'all in a little while. You know, we're going to continue to run this thing up. We got some more information to drop about, you know, P. Diddy, so stay tuned for that. That video is about to drop next. And, you know, without further ado, man, shout out to the crew. You, that is.